No!
Man, if only I could make things out of blocks in real life. So I had this idea that I want... Oh, hi boys. So I had this idea that I wanted to make pixel art but in real life by stacking a bunch of wooden blocks of different colors together, and wouldn't you know, that is very similar to how you build things in Minecraft. So today we're gonna make my bad idea a reality, and we're gonna make a life-size version of Minecraft Steve. Now, he's a lot of pixels. He's like... 1 second. 1,696 pixels. 1,696. That's a lot of blocks. Anyway, now the first step is to forge for some wood. Now with that out of the way, I'm going to turn this wood into mini blocks. Each block is going to be a little bit over 2 inches in height and width. So I'm going to start by turning these planks into strips, and then turning those strips into squares. Now these squares are going to be the building blocks of our friend Steve. Now this is going to take a while. That took so much longer than I thought it was going to. If you ever wondered what a pile of 1,700 blocks looks like, this is it. And it's kind of underwhelming, to be honest. But I have to paint every single one of these bad boys, so let's get to it. So instead of just going ahead and painting all of them, Claire had a good idea that we should actually, I don't know, test beforehand. Everybody say hi, Claire.
Hello.
Yes. This is what we came up with. I think it looks pretty good. So now it's time to paint. So now that I've finished painting, I finally get to start assembling each section. Now since ingrain is difficult to glue together, I'm going to use these Luan panels for support. First I need to cut them down to size, and then sand down any blocks that are thicker than the rest. And then I'll gather all the blocks I need and glue them into place. And I'll repeat that process until I have the 27 different sections of Steve. So let's do it. To be honest, he looks way better than I thought he would. And don't worry, you're not seeing double. It's actually me, Kevin. I'm the one on the right. Now Steve is coming together, but we need to turn his weak little 2D body into a strong, beefy, firm, voluptuous, into a full 3D body. So we're gonna turn our little boxes into big boxes. First, I need to miter all the edges at a 45-degree angle. Now with all those out of the way, I bought these picture frame straps that are meant to hold together large and awkward shapes. Yeah, it works pretty good. Good boys. So I'm going to put some tape across the top to help hold the pieces together. And then I'll add glue to the crevices. Going so poorly. And then strap them together. I'm also going to add some supports on the inside just to be safe. Ah, shit. Do you know how good it feels to have all of these glued together? I mean, it is so much easier to deal with 5 things than it is to deal with 1,700. And soon, I'm only gonna have to deal with 1 because we're about to build this puppy. But first I need a base. Uh-oh. I'm going to keep Steve in 3 separate pieces. I'm going to make the base and the legs one piece, the arms and the chest one piece, and then the head. I'm gluing wood supports at the feet, and then I'll screw them in, giving me a great excuse to get in Steve's pants. To connect the arms to the chest, I'm going to drill out a hole with a drill bit that is smaller than I need, so I'm going to give it a little extra zest, and I'll make the same holes in the arms. I'm using a bolt with a washer in between the arms to make it a little easier to rotate, and I'll do it for both sides. I'll add more wooden supports inside Steve's pants because Steve ran out of his Viagra. And then I'll add the chest and arms on top. This is me very pleased that his arms moved around. I'm simple but happy. To connect the head, I'm going to drill a hole in Steve's neck and then into the bottom of his head. I'll glue a support piece on the inside and then glue his head shut, finally gluing in a dowel rod so the head will be able to turn. The last step is to cut a CD to the size of the dowel rod to help reduce friction. But of course that doesn't work so easily, so I try a different bit, but that bit's stuck, so I can't use it. So I start to get creative and I try to use a precision knife to cut out a circle, but that won't do. I think these things are indestructible. Well, I guess I'll just use a glue on board instead, and that works out much easier and probably what I should have started with in the first place. Now that his head is ready, I can finally put him together. But it's important to vacuum up the mess I made. And then I get tired and decide to get a good night's rest. And of course, I need to eat a balanced breakfast. And remember, daily exercise is important. But finally, it's all worth it because this project took so much longer than I thought it was going to. Doing any step 1,700 times, I didn't anticipate how much that was gonna stretch out a simple task. Like painting each one of these, I thought it was gonna be done in a snap. It was not, it took forever. This was an absolute mistake. Do not make it like this, okay? I'm very happy to have him. You're wonderful, you're beautiful, you look awesome. But I wouldn't go through this process again to have you. There's easier ways. I was just a kid who wanted to play with blocks, and I thought this would be fun. And it was fun.
but not ever again. I've done. I've grown up. I'm over it. Blocks are so 2020, and I'm in my 2023 game. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It helps me out a lot. And go check out this video because we're gonna go watch that right now. Yeah. All right, cool. See ya. Oh yeah, boy, what a mistake.